Hello everyone, I'm Rasmus and welcome to my channel. I have no idea if you can see it because I have been told that many people cannot see it on me when I have had or is having a tough time. But I have just cried my eyes out. So by that you can my guess that this has been a tough week for me and it definitely ended even tougher. But you can hear more about that in the ending because now we will focus on this week, which is going to be a lot of chatting because that's what I needed. I needed to chat with you and share all the things that is going inside of my head at this moment. Always focusing on how we can make this world a little bit more bearable to live in. Other than that, we are, as in many other videos, going to pack an order together from another lovely supporter. And we are also going to sketch some more in my sketchbook, so I now have even more amazing ideas to create in the future. And as always, I'm also going to be working hard, fighting in some time to do what actually really matters to me. So we are also going to add one more product to the summer bundle, but you will see that in the end of this video. But as anything in life, we need to start from the beginning. Hello everyone, so once again we are going to start this video out with a voiceover. I've come to really like just showing part of life while talking to you because just so many things are going on in my head, which is kind of hard to explain when you have to be quick and make it entertaining. And I try to follow this trend, but for some reason, I just like the personal, more slow level a lot more. So I hope you are ready to stay with me for a little chat. I was feeling so happy and at peace in this moment you are watching right now. I could feel the warmth on my face and on my body wearing a dress finally, because it is so rare you can actually do that in Denmark because there is just so many days which are cold. So really enjoying I'm able to wear a dress. But this day actually started out with me feeling very, very sad. And I decided to let myself cry, listen to my fears, and let them be heard and let them be seen. And it is suddenly so much more easier to feel happy about the things I have in my life. But only after the moment I have allowed and accepted myself crying and being scared as well. And if you have followed my channel, you know that I love to talk about how every feeling is a positive feeling. I once had a very interesting talk together with my mom. And it was about the theory where you are told to look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. And some people even say you just have to keep doing it, even though you're faking it in the beginning, it will get better. Well, for my mom, it never changed. It just became a bigger and bigger lie. And she couldn't understand why this exercise didn't work out for her until she heard about this other theory, which is about you looking at yourself or dividing yourself into two children. On one hand, you have the child which are always happy and perfect. On the other hand, you have the other child which are very emotional and makes mistakes very often. also often very known as the black sheep. Looking at the first child, the happy child, you look at them and you feel great about saying, I love you. But looking to the other side at that emotional, unstable kid, you suddenly feel your face stiffen and feel very hard about saying I love you to this kid. And looking in the mirror and saying I love you will always be a lie until you can look that kid, which are emotional and make mistakes, in the eye and say from your heart, I love you. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to tell anyone that this is easy. It's actually super duper hard. So if you are struggling, please know it's very normal for a human. But at the same time, I also need to tell you, being in that moment where you truly say, I love you to both of these kids will be a magical moment. Because that will mean that you have decided to accept yourself as much as you do when you tell your friends or family that you love them, even when they make mistakes sometimes. That was just a little theory, a little thought I wanted to share together with you today, because this has really changed my point of view in life and point of view in what it means to say I love you to oneself, and why it can seem so difficult to actually do. There is no fast way to obtaining this magical moment. It will take time, it will take a lot of effort, it will feel hard. But what makes it worth all the effort is that it will change your perspective of life. It will change how easy or how hard you think life is on a daily basis. It will help you see how beautiful this world can actually be if we just allow ourselves to make mistakes once in a while, but still be a valuable human being, which has a purpose in this life. It makes a difference whether or not you are here right now. And no matter what you believe right now in this moment, I believe this is the truth. But that is everything I will share for now. Now it is time to move on to another day with some other thoughts. Hey, so the scene is a little bit different because the sun is shining through very nicely at my desk, but it is not very good when recording. So I'm just over here in this little cozy corner with all my products. Today has been very hectic and it is very late. It is almost dinner time. So I'm just looking very plain today because I just feel like surviving. I'm just doing basic chore things most of the day and also yesterday. So most of what I've done has not been, super interesting to look at. Look. This is my... That was my boyfriend. I just sent him out to do some grocery shopping so we can do what I really want to do today, because we got another order, and that is from, let me just check the name. I'm pretty sure I know it, but sometimes I remember things wrong and then I just feel it's very embarrassing. Amanda, yes, now I know for sure. Amanda decided to support this little goal of mine of getting a sticker cutter machine. So she just ordered a nice big order. So we are now even closer to the goal. So thank you so much. And I thought we could pack that order together. But before we do, I just have a little story to share. I like to share my life. good and bad. And yesterday I was just so tired, but I just had to go down and do some grocery shopping. And I was in my sport leggings, which I am wearing also right now. I don't know, this is my leg. Anyway, I was wearing them, you know, the butt is very shown because it is tight around my legs and butt. So yeah. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell is I was in this kind of clothes and I just wanted to get some freaking groceries so I could make some dinner of some kind. And there was this man sitting outside of this bar where a lot of drunk people, you know, are together, and he was just sitting out there and got this worry that, oh, please just don't say anything to me, and especially not about my body that will make me uncomfortable. And I just walked by and he didn't say or do anything. I was like, okay, good. And then I was walking home again. I was like, still got this fear, but I was like, no, he didn't do anything the other way or the first time, so he's probably not going to do this time. But then I was walking by and I was okay far, so it was not something he was whispering, and what he said was, nice butt. And I was just like, everything inside of me was just like, and on the outside, I was just like, calm down, it's okay. It's just this sad, lonely man who has nothing else to do. And I was just like, don't think about it, don't think about it. And then it's like, you know, the whole theory of don't think of an elephant, and then the only thing you think of is an elephant. So yeah, in my head all the time, all the way home. And I was like, I know this theory, so it's like, no, I don't have to think. I shouldn't think about him. I just need to think of something else. This is really hard to say for my tongue. So I just opened the door, put down the groceries, and was like to my boyfriend, please come out in the kitchen and make dinner with me, because I just need something that I can occupy my brain with right now, which is not this uncomfortable man who said this to me. And then a really cute thing is that my boyfriend reacted with,
well, that's definitely not okay. Should I beat him up?
And I know, you know, he was joking because he's very not violent type. So it's just like, if you want to. And then it was like,
actually, no, but if you really want, it would be uncomfortable, but I would do it, just so you know.
So that was very sweet. So yeah, always find it super difficult. Where is the line between the people I should say something, you know, show the line like that was not okay, and people where I'm just like, it doesn't make sense to use energy on them. It's much more effective for me to just let them go and let myself free, because it's just not worth the energy to talk to them. So I'm not forgiving them because of them. I'm forgiving them for myself. I'm doing this to let myself feel free. Of course, as always, I realized it's just not that easy. This man definitely popped up in my head many times through the day. So I tried to accept that as well. I think I'm trying to talk to you to try to find an answer, but there's just not one final answer to this. Have you ever tried something like this? How do you react? But now let's not focus on all the people who don't know how to respect boundaries. Instead, let's focus on some cute creations that is going to be sent to Amanda today, because we are going to pack them right now. Hello, my blooming souls. It is yet time for another voiceover while I am sketching in my sketchbook. First of all, I really want to show you how I get inspired by other creative people and how I use it in my sketchbook and getting ideas for what I can do for my own characters. Sometimes I will copy the thing I am inspired by, but then I always make sure to write down the artist or the creator so I know that this is a no-go. This is not something I can use because it will be copying another person. So I will have to use or do a twist if I want to use this for my own creations. Other things I judge as more regular things which many people have done and therefore will not be the same as copying. But overall, I always recommend trying to put on your own twist, which you will also see me doing in this sketching process. I have no idea how long I can actually show you this sketching process because it is pretty quick, because I like to just do it with free hand with no judging. It's all about getting all those ideas out of the brain to judge whether or not it was actually a possibly good idea or not. Because sometimes I have an idea, I think it's great, and then I try to sketch it and I realize it was a really, really bad and uninteresting idea. By the way, if you can hear any weird clicking noises, it's just my earrings moving when I'm shaking my head eagerly while talking to you. Anyway, what would I like to talk to you right in this moment? First of all, I would love to tell you that your presence has a purpose. It not always feels like that. It can feel very confusing and it just doesn't make sense, you know. But I want you to believe right in this moment that your present has value and you are right where you need to be. There is a lesson in everything. And if you decide to start looking for a place that accepts you for who you are, you will be guided there. It will not come by itself. It will not show up at your door if you just sit in the sofa all day long. No, you will have to take some actions. You will have to start seeking things that could potentially give you what you think you need. But I promise, if you also start doing that, if you start saying out loud what you think you need to make your life better, you will be guided to a place that can help you obtain that. But at the same time, I also wish you see all the amazing things you already have in your life right now. I don't have a lot of money, and that is a choice I have made because I have chosen to keep working on this little thing I'm doing, just being me, allowing myself to be creative and create wholesome stuff that hopefully can help other people feel the same peace and love that I feel inside of myself. I have been praised for being a very happy human, a strong human, and a lot of other words. And I just really want to share what I do because it seems like a lot of people want to obtain it, but at the same time, they very often don't want to put the work in it. And they don't understand how I keep finding the energy to keep trying. And I think the answer to that is because I have already felt all the things you gain if you keep trying. The happiness you feel inside of yourself, the gratitude towards life, how beautiful the sky and the butterflies and the nature can suddenly look if you keep trying, loving yourself for who you are. And accepting that people find a happy life in different ways, that there is no correct answer to how you obtain a satisfied life. Because I was praised for always being happy and strong, it definitely made it hard for me to be what we call weak. And that means being sad, being confused, being angry. Whenever I felt those emotions, I did feel them because I have been taught to never put your feelings in your stomach. And what that means is just basically holding back your feelings. I just can't do that. They're just like floating out of me when I feel them. And back in the days, I thought it was a curse. But today, I see it as a very, very helpful gift that I have been giving thanks to my parents. But I don't think it's anything that is too late to be taught. I think everybody can obtain this if they really want to. And I'm just showing and telling my way of dealing with life, which for somebody can make sense and for other it will not make sense. And that's okay because we are different. We all need different ways to live our life to feel complete and satisfied. And you know, I love saying satisfied instead of happy because if you ask me and other professional people, it's a very wrong thing we are taught, that we need to be happy all the time in order to have a satisfied life. I believe trying to be happy all the time actually make us feel more miserable than if we let ourselves cry and be mad once in a while. And not only let ourselves be sad and mad, but actually still truly believe that we are still valuable while doing so. That is the trick. It's something you will have to try out in many different ways often before you find the answer. And that's not because we're doing anything wrong. Again, I want to remind that this is very human. I don't know if this chat gave you anything or if I repeated myself too much. It's actually a little bit confusing even for me, because trying to explain out loud what it takes to be satisfied in your life is just so complex, especially because, as mentioned, there is no right or wrong answer. It all depends on you and me and what we are taught through life and what gives us the feeling of purpose in life. For me, it's definitely helping other people, and that's why I'm sitting right here, because it just makes sense. I'm not earning a lot of money from it. I am not gaining a lot of compliments. You know, I'm not becoming super famous for talking about things people find hard. But I do believe if you are still listening, I might help you. There might be something in my life and in my guidance that I have been taught can help you feel a little bit more satisfied in this life you have been given. But for now, I do need to stop this otherwise lovely chat together with you because it is getting pretty long and I need to accept that today people are not that good at keeping their attention at one thing, and I don't want to lose you. I really want to keep your focus right here with me. So that's why all I will say for now is thank you so much for sketching with me. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm excited to talk more to you. But for now, it is time to change to another day. Hey, so it's currently Friday night, and I'm really just trying to relax because the school project, the exam project, has just been insane, and I'm just really at that point where I feel like I'm just trying to survive. And at this point, I think it's pretty clear in my own home to see that we're two people in a pretty pressured moment. Because we barely have any other time to do other than schoolwork, and when we're not doing school, we need to heal in order to get through this very intense period. Even so, I did decide to work on my comic, and you can just get a little sneak peek what I managed to do this evening. And I must admit, it feels wonderful to finally work on this idea I've had in my head for so long. So here is just a little quick sneak peek for you, but you will not get any more than that. While drawing, I often like to watch other creative people or just have people talking in the background. And right now I'm listening to Sonia. This is the creator I am talking about. And she just makes these beautiful, beautiful packages with different themes. And I'm just so inspired every time. So I really wanted to try and make some more products for the summer theme. So I had the few items I have created already just to see if anything should spark an inspiration for what to do next. But I think I will start out with some sort of letter paper. And if any ideas should pop into your head, you're always welcome to leave them in the comment below. Some people have already left amazing ideas, like making a product theme based on my hamsters. I think that would be so cute. Another one had talked about in the future make a planner with my characters in it. That would be so fun to do as well. But all of these wonderful ideas will hopefully grow over time. But until then, I will just start small and create some stuff for this very lovely summer theme that makes sense because we are slowly entering the summer and I'm so excited about it. Every time, I swear, every time we are in the winter period, it's cold, it's dark, and I'm like, yeah, you know, it's not that fun, but I'm not that affected about it. And then summer arrives in that way that the sun rises, it's getting warm, I can walk out in a dress without thinking about anything like a jacket or something like that. And I just instantly feel so much more happy and excited about life, and I want to go on adventure and see friends and exercise and all of that I definitely did not have the motivation for, or was really hard to find the motivation for when it was dark and cold. So I must admit at this point that I am affected by the weather. But enough talk about that. Today is a very relaxing evening, so I do. And very simple. No makeup, very not exhausting hair because I definitely need a bath at this point, but yeah, just really trying to find time to just enjoy life other than school. So we'll see. I have only 4 days left, and then I actually still have to prepare for the exam. So to be sure, I actually have a little bit over 1 week, and then I will have time to actually be myself and do all the things that actually makes me smile. So I'm looking forward to that, but until then, again, I want to do what is possible, and that means I will now stop talking and start working on a letter paper with the theme sunflower and strawberry. So I realized I have apparently back in the days already been inspired to do a strawberry theme, but just didn't know how it would fit in, but now it does. So I think I'm just going to do a few changes so it still matches the theme for this thing, because there's maybe a little too much pink, I don't know. But yeah, what a nice surprise. I think this is a really cute design, so I'm actually excited to just, make a few changes to this design and see it as a product. This is also why I recommend not always erasing or deleting stuff you've made, because sometimes you go back and think, hey, I can see the potential in it now that I couldn't back then. And that's definitely going to be the case for this design. So, as you might saw, I had trouble deciding what type of background to use. So I just decided to make 4 different that will be included into one pack. So if you really do not like this idea, please let me know in the comment below, or otherwise this will be the option I will put into my Etsy shop. But for now, I really need to get some sleep because it is almost midnight and I still need to do schoolwork tomorrow on the weekend. So that's sad, but it needs to be done. But even so, I do hope I can just have a little squeeze of time to try print these new product designs out. So I will talk to you later. Oh, so you're back. Sorry. Just took a nap while you enjoyed the ride. You want to know why today was a tough day? Well, to make it short, I have been throwing up most of today. So yeah, my body was definitely challenged, and I really tried to be kind and let my body heal, but at the same time, as I do most of those lazy days, I end up being very sad because there is so many things I wanted to do which I didn't get to do, and that sucks. But not being kind to your own body sucks even more. So at least I can go in bed reminding me how kind I actually was to myself today, and I think I deserve a clap on the shoulder for that. But now is the most important question. Have you remembered to show yourself gratitude when you did something good for yourself? If not, I think you and me should together show that we're proud of ourselves. It doesn't have to be anything big. I mean, we have this idea that we need to do all these big things all the time, but you know what? If you manage to eat dinner today, I think you deserve to let yourself know that you are good enough. Take all these high standards that makes us feel sad and frustrated and unloved and just throw them over the shoulder and out of our sight. We don't want them today. Before I end this video, I actually just have one last thing I want to chat with you about. And that is that I am a very emotional human, and as many other people, most likely also you, I have feelings, I have emotions, I have bad days. And it can be hard to figure out how to react when people are having a bad day, or if they are feeling something, having big emotions. What should we say? What should we reply? We are kind of taught that we need to fix them, that we need to, it's our duty suddenly to fix them and make them smile. And that can be such a pressure and be so scary. I mean, I get it. That would make me want to run away too. And I sometimes do. But at the same time, when I ask, what do I need? I have over the years found that the answer to that is, I don't need you to fix me. It's not your duty to fix me. It's not your duty to make me smile. The only thing I wish for is that you don't leave me. I just need to be assured that even when I cry, even if there's something in life that makes me mad, in short, I am not smiling all the time. All that really matters to me is to knowing that you're still here, that you don't want to leave, that you don't feel afraid by me. I mean, it's not like you have to be like, oh, I'm so sad, I think I have depression, or even worse, people saying they want to kill themselves. Of course, I'm not like saying you need to be chill, because who can be chill when people are sad? It's not fun. But trying to fix people only shows that you think it makes people feel wrong. You're telling them, stop crying. I don't want you to cry. I don't like you when you're crying. Even though, you know, it's fake, it's wrong communication, because what you're doing is trying to show your love and affection for this person. But I really think the best you can do is tell yourself it's not your responsibility to fix them. And most of them actually don't want to be fixed. They just want a nice tight hug, letting them know that they're not alone and you're not leaving, even if they're not smiling, especially when they're not smiling. I believe feelings should not be fixed. They should not be removed like they are wrong, because that is the image it is giving. Instead, I want feelings to be allowed to be there, and knowing that all of them are okay. They are allowed to be here, and they don't mean that people are leaving. I know this is a very big fear inside of me, so this might be a lot stronger in me than other people. Maybe you don't want to cry or be angry because of other reasons. But I truly believe it would help if we could start showing each other that we don't leave when we feel other emotions than happy, that we stay in all the emotions. Not that we are accepting people talking bad to us. That's not it. If people are angry, saying very hurtful stuff, I don't want you to stay. It's not like that. But I want you to show people who know to have their feelings and not let it hurt other people. It's complicated. I just realized how complicated this is, and still here I am trying to get an easy explanation on it. But I hope it made sense in some way. Sorry for ending it so weird, because I just had to, because I realized I was walking down a very, very complicated road inside of the mind, and what's right to do, and we're different and needs different things. So I think I will stop myself right here and hope that you got something from that talk. And normally I would apologize for uploading late, but that means I did something wrong, and I didn't. I took care of myself, and I see nothing wrong with that. So therefore, I just hope that you're still here, and I still want to thank you for being patient. Now, I will only say that I hope you're all staying loving and caring, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hopefully I am not this big of a mess. I know I will be in the beginning, but then it will hopefully get better, because I am very soon finished with my exam. We have a little bit over a week left, but I can feel the freedom. I can taste the freedom. So yeah, now I will say no more in this video, and I will just start the dance party. Is it this way? I'm not sure. Let's dance.